23. Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First down, going to the air with Love. Able to find Allen Lazard. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
That's good.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to...
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Samuels, the ball carrier.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And a Steeler first down.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger going for it all. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Ryan Switzer, 26 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 25-yard line.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
38-yard line.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on
when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Ryan Switzer, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Looking deep here for Ebron. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep third position and makes the interception.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Love. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. He's got to hook up to Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Working out of the gun. Love. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Throwing again. Love. Looking deep for Adams. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. 46 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And where the time has expired on the first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. So they'll come up after the incompletion for a second down. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run with Samuels. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Here's Love. That's complete to Lazard. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Yeah, good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Check right. Watch it, 3 buzz. 55, Mike. Hey, I hope you got your left, 'cause I'm about to take you to school.
1st down, Love to pass. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Pick it up, guys.
Off the play fake, Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Play fake. Here's Love. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Watch the shift.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And they'll get him down right around the 16. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
T.J. Watt there on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin Bush came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Third and long for Love. It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him.
Always a pleasure.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking deep for Adams. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
For the extra point.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Steelers.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Love now. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Love now to pass on 1st down. He's got it to Williams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Go, go, go. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Yellow, zone. Check Mike 54.
On 1st and 10, Love. And that's complete to Adams. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards, first down, Packers. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. First down, going to the air with Love. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
First down.
And he's got room. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Juju Smith-Schuster, the target once again. So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there, get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you've got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him and let him go to work.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Packers pick it up. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there. So no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him the opportunity.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Love now on 2nd down. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
The left side throw complete to Adams. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
Down at the 50-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Love. Right back to Williams, and this time he's got him. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. It's caught. Jones. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. Now Love. And it's caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Packers have moved out in front.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. He's at the 30, 10. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
21 apiece. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to help.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Intercepted.
Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 11 now. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Zane Gonzalez set and ready to get us started, and off we go now from State Farm Stadium. Fielded in the end zone, and no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Chandler Jones so quick. He was the one that got in to stop that one before it got started. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Tackled at the 25-yard line.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
He's crossing. He's checking credit.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead.
The extra point.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger will hand to Conner. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the turnover, here's Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Quick throw into the hands of Hopkins out wide. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Dance.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Second and 9. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
22 yards.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On second down, it's Drake. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kenyon Drake, 42 yards, and the Cardinals will extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Roethlisberger will throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now Roethlisberger on first down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Devon Kennard. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 30-yard line. From the gun, Murray going deep for Hopkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On the return, Johnson. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. This is out quickly to the right. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
Good for a Cardinal.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Being chased out left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And now here is another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's Murray. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. So they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the return will stop right around the 25. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Roethlisberger quickly to the flat, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Second and 5. Now it's Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Roethlisberger connecting with James Washington. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a first and... Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Steven Nelson. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run here with Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead will shrink to 6. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Right back to Drake. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. Leads to third and...
That's out to the left and complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
They get this out quickly to the left side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Johnson on the return. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 just shy of the 30. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
At the 33-yard line.
Throwing again, Murray. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
At the 29-yard line.
Now on 1st down, Drake again. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Cameron.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Quick strike here, Murray to Fitzgerald. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you've got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up
On 2nd and 12, Murray. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ken Crowley. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 57 yards.
First down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Definitely not how you want to start things on 1st down, and you don't want to panic. A field goal could get you closer, but you have to think to yourself, we even get another shot. At this point, to me, the thinking has to be touchdown or bust.
Here's the 4th-round pick from Maryland, Anthony McFarland. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
A 5-yard touchdown catch. And if the Steelers can convert the extra point, they will have the lead.
Chris Boswell.
And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Cardinals 20. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Open man is Kirk, complete. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Murray now on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
1st down, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter. Picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Murray, a quick throw out to Kirk. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. So it's not quite over yet, but you have to figure they pretty well got this one on ice now.
And Brandon, I'm trying to figure out how they remain so calm in these situations and then go out and execute, because I'm over here shaking like a leaf, and I wasn't one who had to make that kick.
They look calm, but I bet if you had a heart rate monitor on them, it'd be up in the 300s right now.
Today's final score, Cardinals 20.
Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, You're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.